the most perfect strawberry shortcake. I'm gonna show you how to make it. I have all of my sugar already in the bowl. I'm just gonna add 1 cup of butter and we're gonna beat these together. We've got a beautiful, pale, fluffy mixture. I'm going to start incorporating 1 egg yolk at a time. Now that all the egg yolks are in, I'm going to scrape down all of the sides. We're gonna start adding in our sour cream and our flour and baking soda. I'm gonna start with the flour and baking soda. I'm gonna add in about half, and I'm just gonna let it mix for a second. And then you get this like crumbly texture. You don't want it to incorporate too much before adding in the sour cream. Half of that sour cream, and incorporate that as well. Perfect. Turn it off, and we're gonna continue to scrape down the sides. We're gonna add the last bit of flour. Okay. You're only going to mix until it's just incorporated. Again, you don't wanna overmix it. This is what the first part of your batter is going to look like. It's fully incorporated, it's really light and fluffy. I only have 1 mixing bowl in this Airbnb, so I am going to transfer this part of the batter. I'm going to wash this and then we're gonna start the egg white process so we can finish the batter and get this in the oven. We're gonna take the egg whites from earlier and we're going to add in some sugar. You're gonna start on 2, and then once it starts to get frothy, you'll crank it up to like 8. Starting to get frothy on the edges, and then to 8. At the 2-minute mark, still super liquidy. These are not ready. Gonna keep it going on 8. 3-minute mark, looking pretty perfect. You know they're done when you can stick it over your head and nothing falls out. Don't try it unless you're sure though. Now I have my batter from before, and what we're going to do is start slowly incorporating these egg whites. If you incorporate this all at once, your egg whites that you just worked so hard on are going to deflate. Start with a little bit at a time. This bowl's a little bit small, but we're gonna work with it. So you're going to cut through and go around, okay? Cut through, pull around, and even go under a little bit. The rest at this point. If you feel like this is too much to take on at once, you can incorporate it in 4 parts instead of 3. This bowl is tiny. You can see now that it's beautifully incorporated. And do the lava test. Oh my goodness. I should have done this before I started mixing, that's my bad. We're going to prep our baking pan. I'm using Pam to grease my pan. You can absolutely use butter. I like to flour my pan. Put a 1/3 cup of flour in there, and this is super easy. All you do, turn it and just pat it as you go. I recommend doing this over the sink. Beautifully floured, pour it in. We're gonna make sure it is nice and flat on top. And there she is, gorgeous. We're gonna pop it in the oven for 1.5 hours at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, or until a wooden toothpick comes out with just a tiny bit of crumb on it. I'm a little stressed because I've never baked in a gas oven, so fingers crossed it works out. We're gonna prep our strawberries while that's baking. For my larger strawberries, I like to just use my dicing hack and get these perfect little cubes. I did a tutorial on this on my page. And then for my smaller strawberries, I'm just going to do regular slices. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna cut this one half, so it's half slices. Oh, I'm about to be addicted to this.